Number 25, Derek Paravicini. Possibly one of the most technically talented musicians to ever play piano, he can barely button his own shirt. Number 24, Temple Grandin. A professor at Colorado State University, her superhuman eye for detail allows her to get inside animals' heads to help do things like create better livestock handling equipment. Number 23, Tommy McHugh. After having a brain aneurysm, this Irish ex-con acquired an insane desire to paint. It's all he does these days and has covered every inch of his house with it. Number 22, Thristan Mendoza. Born in the Philippines and nicknamed Tum Tum, Thristan was better than most professional marimba players by the age of 3. Number 21, Jerry and Mary Newport. The couple whose lives were the basis for the 2005 film Mozart and the Whale. They're both highly functional savants living with Asperger's syndrome. Jerry's been labeled the world's most versatile calculator, and Mary has a talent for art and piano. Number 20, Rudiger Gam. His insane math skills didn't develop until his 20s, so he's slightly more functional than most people on this list, and as a bonus, he can speak backwards fluently. Number 19, Orlando Serrell. After being hit in the head with a baseball at the age of 10, Orlando realized he could perform extremely complicated calendar calculations and can remember the weather of every day since the incident. Number 18, Leslie Lemke. Although his eyes had to be removed at birth and it took him about 15 years to learn to walk, he learned Tchaikovsky's Piano Concerto No. 1 in less than 15 minutes after hearing it on TV one night. Number 17, Henrietta Seth. Only about 6% of savants are female, so this Hungarian poet and artist already stands out. Her life was featured in the documentary Freedom of Speech. Number 16, James Henry Pullen. Although he never managed to speak or write more than one syllable, his talent for creating things out of wood was unbelievable. Number 15, Matt Savage. Another musical wunderkind, Matt never received any classical training, but he's the only child to ever sign a contract with Bosendorfer Pianos. Number 14, Gottfried Mind. This Swiss savant could draw. More specifically, he could draw cats, and draw them he did. He even came to fondly be known as the Raphael of cats due to his peculiar ability. Number 13, James Charles Castle. Born in Idaho, James spent most of his days making incredible art out of random trash. For pencils, he used sharpened sticks, soot, and saliva. Number 12, Ellen Boudreaux. Without looking at a clock, she can tell you the time down to the second. She's memorized almost every song ever written, and because she's blind, she gets around using echolocation by making chirping noises. Number 11, George Widener. He grew up in a homeless shelter due to a lack of understanding of autism. Eventually, however, he found a release for his incredible mathematical mind through art. Number 10, Jason Padgett. Another savant that acquired his abilities after being struck in the head, Jason has supposedly come up with an accurate visual explanation for E equals MC squared. Number 9, Richard Wawro. While most of us eventually put down our crayons, Richard never did. He's drawn some amazing masterpieces using nothing more than Crayola. Number 8, Stephen Wiltshire. Called the human camera, he can draw entire cityscapes perfectly after just taking a glance at a bird's eye photo. Number 7, Alonzo Clemons. Although he has an IQ of only 45, like Stephen, he can recreate things perfectly through sculpting after only catching a glimpse of them. Number 6, Tony Deblois. He began performing on the piano at the age of 2. Since then, he's mastered over 20 instruments and memorized thousands of songs. Number 5, Gilles Trehin. As a savant, he learned to draw almost before he could walk. He then began creating a society called Orville. Today, he's written and drawn numerous books on his fictional society. Number 4, Flo and Kay Lyman. Another set of twins with unbelievable calendar counting abilities. They can name the day on which any date falls. Number 3, Jedediah Buxton. Although he has no formal schooling, he was a mathematical monster. He could deal with such large numbers in his head that he had to invent names for them. Number 2, Daniel Tammet. In spite of being able to learn Icelandic in less than 1 week, if you ever meet Daniel more than once, he won't be able to remember your face. And number 1, Kim Peek. Known as a mega savant, he can recall the complete contents of over 12,000 books from memory. If you liked the video you just saw, then feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel by using the orange button in the top right. And don't forget to go check out our website at list25.com for more awesome lists.